This is the C Word Podcast. Everything talked about in this podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and is not financial advice. You should always seek professional financial advice. Now, onto the podcast.
So Token 2049. I think it's like one of the biggest crypto conferences in the world. Did you go to the Singapore one, right?
Singapore, yeah.
Singapore one.
What is it?
So basically, Token... Do you want to explain it?
No, go for it.
Token 2049 is just like a huge conference where I would say just people looking to make money in the space, like come and try to make money in the space. Do you know what I mean? And they network, they meet other people. There's loads and loads of side events. The one in Singapore like backs on to several other events like F1 and stuff like that, all happen around the same time. So they all piggyback off each other. And what tends to happen is you sort of might get free F1 tickets and stuff like that.
It was insane. It was in Marina Bay Sands. So obviously it's a huge, lovely building anyway. But yeah, it was covered over 4 floors, and it was just insane. Like it was the caliber of people they had speaking there as well. They had Donald Trump Jr. there. He was there with like a number of different people. Lando Norris spoke. John Terry was there randomly. Really crypto bro. Yeah. The caliber of like the event and the size. I think they said that over 250,000 people had, even a 25,000 capped. But like in terms of the side events, a lot of people flew into Singapore just to go to the side events because you don't really achieve as much as I
knew people that did that. They just go for the side events.
Yeah.
And what happens is generally these events, you sort of start speaking to people and they will just be like, hey, we're hosting like a side event like at this bar at this time at this place, do you want to come along? Within 24 hours, your like diary is just like, which party do I go to?
Yeah.
And who's fronting the money for all of this? Is it literally just other projects?
No, so it's all the big exchanges and things like that.
Yeah.
So like OKX heads the main stage, so they obviously did a lot of funding there, but it's all the bigger crypto exchanges and things like that. But there's so many stalls and things that you can do there. So
there's just loads and loads and loads of stalls everywhere. But do you know what? So the last time I went, which was 2 years ago, which was really weird because no one, like, I barely knew anyone there. This year, like, I didn't go and fucking everyone went. Do you know what I mean? And I was... I was...
Not to say that personally.
Like
Keo's not going this year. Let's go.
Right, let's go.
I heard he had liquidity issues.
Yeah. I was sat there at home, like just a massive loser, receiving pictures.
I think I sent you a few.
Yeah, you sent me pictures. Like, do you know?
I'll show you some videos after.
I was just getting some like a live feed of like FOMO-inducing paranoia. Do you know what I mean? I was just like, I'm missing out. Like, as someone that like lives in the space, like there was a lot happening this year, and that really sort of bothered me, the fact that I was just at home like
it was saying that though, it was, I mean, don't get me wrong, all the stalls are crypto focused, right? But the attendees, I'd say every time someone stopped to talk to me, it was AI.
That's
literally,
I was just going to come on to this.
So, what do you do? And I'd always kind of start the conversation that way because if it's well above my head, I'm like, there's no point us continuing.
Of course.
Everyone I spoke to was AI.
So this is what I heard from Token 2049 in Dubai, which was earlier on in the year. So they do 2. Token 2049 does one in Singapore and then one in Dubai every year. And I know someone that attended the one in Dubai, and that person just said, and you literally just confirmed it has been overrun by AI. And is it true that it's been overrun by AI companies just peddling their customer service agents?
Yeah, so I mean, there was a few founders that I met.
Okay.
But yeah, everyone I was speaking to, they were just looking for that next kind of play, and I was just thinking to myself, the market is so saturated now. How are they getting any business out of this when they're having the same repeat conversations with the same 10 people?
Yeah, it's wild.
It was quite. I've got quite a funny story from Token. So there was on the stage Donald Trump Jr. and I can't think of his name now, but he's the CEO of World Liberty Trust. And obviously the guy who was like, moderating it all was very American, very theatrical. Welcome to the stage. Anyway, I think that during this conversation, I think they kind of forgot they were talking about crypto. And it was all understanding that they were at a crypto conference where everyone has some understanding, you know, even if you're not in the space. And they get up and they were like, you know, yeah, we're gonna release a stable coin. Oh, and then it was like, and guess what, guys? You won't believe it. It's backed 1-to-1 with the US Treasury. And literally at this point it was like the delivery, people just went kind of quiet. And then he was talking. And then he was like, and you know what we need to do? We need to bring crypto home where it belongs. America. You could have had a pin drop.
Does this person know about crypto?
Well, yeah, they're doing like this whole big stablecoin project under World Liberty Trust, but it was just so funny because like the build up to this, and it was like America, and you could have heard a pin drop. Everyone just sat there in silence, like, do you know where you are right now? But it was hilarious.
That's rough.
Yeah,
that's rough. I wouldn't have liked to have been him at that moment in time.
Yeah, it was quite. You could hear it.
How was the side events?
Oh my! I mean, I didn't get home until probably like 5 a.m. every day.
I assumed that would have been the case.
Side events were really good, and do you know what as well? I think because you're invited to so many, so it is very like picky and choosy, but it was a nice way of kind of meeting everyone you needed to, and it was some great venues.
Were any standout ones?
After 2049, but that was no networking. But that was really good. It was like a big party on top of Marina Bay Sands.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, it was really cool. But yeah, no, there was a few. Everyone had. I mean, it was frustrating if you were visiting that week because almost every single venue was booked out for these side events.
I always think about that. As well.
Imagine.
Is there such a thing as a frugal crypto bro? Because it seems like everyone's just spending money to make money, and then you want to throw a side party to attract more business or network more. Like,
I don't. Yeah. I've never. I mean, I think the only frugal crypto bros are just the ones that hodl online. They don't really care.
Other than Vitalik.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. And it was just, I've come across a few, but they're not invested in the scene, right? What I've noticed is a direct correlation. People who are invested in the scene and they're like mad on Web3 and DeFi, they're just not frugal at all. Like they're spending it, they're cashing out. Like all this equipment here is crypto gains, right? Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, baller.
It's just like,
enough that the one exchange I thought would have a big stand at Token, which I didn't see, crypto.com.
Oh, really?
Yeah, considering
that's fascinating.
Yeah, because obviously those are the stands you want to go to, right? Because it's like the best merch. Yeah, wasn't there.
Well, okay, weird.
Should this be a short on the watch list?
Well, because I'm thinking, it's slowly
Mr. X over here.
It's slowly starting to remove itself from things, right? Like you're not seeing the big marketing campaigns for it again. So yeah, maybe
that's always more legit though.
Huh?
They're not trying to be more legit and like separating themselves from, as
the
in
Wild
like
West.
More legit with like tradfi and
I
being
think,
like more mainstream and less in the space.
It doesn't help that they're called crypto.com.
Yeah, I mean,
do you know what I mean? Like what?
And what do you do?
Like what a wild entry. Like I'm trying to go legit. I'm trying to go tradfi. What's in it? Crypto.com.
Yeah.
Like
don't let the name fool you.
That's wild. And what was this crypto? Did you hear about Crypto Fight Night?
Yeah.
Did you
win?
No, I didn't go. There was a few. Yeah, so it was. I don't know if they were like OGs or what in the crypto space, but yeah, there was a big hosted fight night of
So I was following this, and they're basically like known influencers and degens in the space. Like it's gone the same way as like what was that other one where we had the influencers fighting each other?
Oh, Logan Paul. And
Logan Paul and all that.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I think they were trying to emulate that. I watched a couple of the videos last night from Crypto Fight Night, and it looked pretty good. They'd hired out like classic boxing ring with the stage and stuff like that. And
two tiny devs in the middle.
Sort of, yeah. I mean, like, it would be really like funny if you just got some hench dev come along. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just,
That's
it
the
just
scary
wiped
thing,
the
and there's
floor
only
with it.
2 types of crypto, bro. So it's like super healthy and super unhealthy. Then, like,
No middle ground.
yeah, it's like proper ripped, or just like haven't even got out of their chair.
yeah. Hunched over.
Yeah,
Bad posture. Yeah.
Lives just on coffee. Like,
yeah.
you know,
That's the
just
only
coffee
way they're
beans.
gonna win.
Yeah.
Caffeine
It's
doping.
funny.
Yeah, for crypto fight night, like, you got all sorts of like doping checks, and then with devs, it's like, how much caffeine have you had?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know,
the
so,
3 monsters.
yeah. 3 monsters disqualified.
Yeah.
Get out. Yeah, so that was fascinating. But so I had this really like wild experience. It's not as wild as I'm making it out to be, can I just say? But
You're coming off the back of Amber's like 5
Yeah.
a.m. Singapore
Yeah.
night.
Yeah. And
I got this really exciting new topping on my pizza.
so when I went to Token 2049 in Singapore, like not the one that's just been, but the one the year before.
The one where none of your mates were there.
Yeah, I was just alone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There was a couple of people there, but it wasn't like this, you know? I got some tickets to some side event, some Bitcoin meetup side event, right? And I had to meet this guy in the middle of nowhere in a taxi. I was just taxi hopping in the middle of Singapore, right? And that was wild.
Was it really slow to get in at the Bitcoin event?
This guy, he's on all the time.
Just stood at the door and they're like, "Yeah, no, we're just
waiting
checking,
just waiting for that transaction.
just
to confirm.
checking any
Come
minute."
back tomorrow. And basically got this ticket. Some guy just ran up to me in the middle of Singapore and went, "Here you go." I was like, "How do you know who I am?" He just gave me the tickets.
With your name on.
Yeah, it was just really weird because the guy had his picture on the ticket and his name, and it was just so far removed from my face and my name. Different skin color, Eastern European looking person, and a name to match, and then you had me, right? You know, and I was just like, I'm not fucking getting
Vladimir.
in.
Like, you know,
Yeah, like I am not getting in. I was like, okay, thanks, mate. And I was like, are you not coming? He was like, no, I've got to go off to some teaching thing. And I was like, okay, right. I thought this guy was coming with me. Anyway, gave me his lanyard, got back in another taxi, went to this event, and yeah, it was just some crypto bro. BTC bro event, right? I'm painting the picture, right? BTC bro, it was exactly how you think it was going to be. So it was at this bar, hired out for the night, just sausage fest, right? Sausage fest. Just a load of crypto bros, and like after speaking to maybe like 3 or 4 of them, it was just basically.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and I was just like, I can't have a normal conversation with these people. You put them all together, and they turn collectively into like something else. Right? And they were all just like patting each other on the back. Oh, BTC's up, BTC's down.
Digital gold, bro.
Yeah, yeah. It was that whole sort of thing. And I even had like one guy sort of like give me a bit of like shit because I was primarily like working in the Web3 as in like the Ethereum stack, right? So like Optimism, like all the other blockchains that are built on Ethereum. And like they were even sort of telling me like you're not even supposed to be here. Do you know what I mean? I was
You
like,
don't go here.
This is one of the things that like it really frustrates. I didn't get that at Token this time because I think it was such a diverse group.
I think it's becoming more diverse, which
Yeah.
is a good thing.
As if they didn't invite women to this event.
Yeah, no, exactly. And it's like, but you know, I very similar. You know, I was at Zebu this week and met someone, and I've not had again this kind of interaction in a very long time. Someone came up, oh, what do you do? Started explaining, oh, we've built a DEX on Solana, what's your USP? I'm going into it, and literally before I could even do it, jumped down my neck. There's no product market fit, there's no this, you're just another. And I was like,
Dude.
calm down.
Like, chill out.
Yeah, and I think like that over, and he was like, "Oh, I'm just really passionate." I said, "You're jumping down my neck."
Do you think that was like a load of like repressed anger?
I don't know,
because
but I
of
was
some
like,
failed project that he
I
was a
thought
part
this,
of.
exactly. I was like, I thought this stopped a few years ago. Like people were like that back in the day, like project this, project. But it's like, yeah, it completely blew me away. I was like looking around, like, is he yelling at me?
Yeah.
That's wild.
But yeah, I didn't really get any of that token, which was good.
I think the only thing I respect about the crypto space as a whole, when people do that, at least the person that was probably ramming that down your throat has put his money where his mouth is. Whereas in TradFi, it'll be a case of that person that's probably telling you that has no investment.
Yeah.
So I'll give them that.
Yeah, I was like, I have not experienced this in a few years. Like we've kind of matured.
It was really weird, and I have this theory that that a lot of this is this behavior, right, and is likely due to the fact, and I am just guessing here based on like my observations, that the crowd is still so young, right?
Yeah.
Like you've got CTOs that are like 23. The older crowd like are
Don't have a clue what's going on.
they don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? In fact,
And the younger crowd are thinking AI is going to steal our jobs.
Yeah,
So
it's-
let's
it's-
create something before it does.
Exactly. So basically, they've obviously been brought up where coding is now normalized. They jump on and build these products, and they're like a millionaire before they're like 30.
It's
And they end up being like the CEOs and the CTOs of these companies. But the problem is when you're in that age range, like you just want to party, right? You just want to like mess about and stuff. And I think there's a bit of like a clash going on here, which causes this like crazy behavior and maybe even like trauma.
And I think as well,
trauma.
They forget the business side of things as well.
Yeah, totally.
Totally. Accounts.
Yeah, you got to make money. By the way, stop
HR,
spending the money.
Yeah.
And I just see this over and over again, like companies and businesses and Web3 just blowing the money like so hard, thinking it's going to come back, and it sort of doesn't
Last forever.
Yeah, and it doesn't last forever. Do you know what I mean? So
that's why people get so focused on like one thing as well, because they've never had any experience of failure. If you just come up and you've been like, you built on this one branch and it goes really well, then you're like, this was obviously the right thing to do. And all of the other ones are probably shit, because I've heard people failing in those sides, but this one that I've done is the right way to go.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
there's
Still
just like
waiting
no
to hear
vision.
that story of a frugal crypto bro though, mate.
Don't know if there is one.
Yeah, nah.
Because
If
it's free
anyone
money.
knows.
Why are you going to be frugal with free money?
Yeah.
We've got more mad conferences coming up, right? We've got Breakpoint, Solana. We're going to that one,
100%.
right? And
I
as in like, well, Amber's going.
Yeah.
I'm going. Are you coming? You guys coming? No.
I'm allergic, mate.
Okay. Fair enough.
Plus, I wouldn't know what I'm doing.
No, well, I don't think anyone does.
They
don't know what the fuck they're doing.
They do. The Trumps know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they definitely. In fact, we have a whole section dedicated to.
I had a point about the 2 chains.
Full bracelets.
When people like used to argue a lot more about what was the right way to do things, because there was only 2. It was like, is Bitcoin better or is Ethereum better? And at like most of us starting out, it was like that was the choice, right? And it was like smart money or safe like digital asset stuff. And now there's like a million things.
Yeah,
loads of different chains.
There's
like
so many different
layer
chains,
2,
half of them we haven't even heard of, right? And it's getting wild. But do you remember like the old blockchains? Like there was a couple of old ones back in the day.
No clue.
Right, okay, listen.
Sorry.
No, it's all right, but there was stuff like Litecoin.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Litecoin. Like, do you know what I mean? Just like they've just disappeared into obscurity.
I put so much.
I think it's still on my watch list.
I bet a couple of people have got like still got like assets in Litecoin and stuff before they moved everything.
I got loads because it was like one of the main devs from Ethereum that started Litecoin.
I probably
$99, 99.30.
Really
Yeah.
for one Litecoin.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna document that whole thing. I'm gonna document it anyway. It's still very like the thing I noticed about Abu Dhabi is still like they're in their mad construction phase.
Yeah.
So I went recently, and I couldn't help but notice that every island has got construction going. There's construction everywhere. New roads, new islands being made everywhere. Like, because one thing I didn't realize about Abu Dhabi is like it's very broken up into lots of little islands. You've got the main island, you know, even like Yas Island, which is where all like the main stuff happens, all the events and stuff, and Etihad Arena is on. But in between that, you've got tons of little islands, and they're all being built on. Right, so like fast forward 20 years, and like what's that going to look like, right? So it's an interesting. You can see their vision like for the future and what they're trying to make it into. One could say like, you know, they're emulating Dubai, but like what place in that region isn't? Yeah. Right. So, okay, yeah. So anyway, yeah, Token 2049, wild.
Yeah, good time.
BTC events.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like, yeah, that's been my sort of like take from it. Upcoming events.
Nice.
Breakpoint Solana, which is Breakpoint the main event for Solana?
Yeah.
Right.
So they do 2 a year. So they did one back in May in New York.
Yeah. Okay.
And then they've got the one in Abu Dhabi.
Ah, okay. So they got two every Breakpoint every year, 2 Breakpoints, right?
Yeah.
Fascinating. So bit of AI news: Sora 2 being disabled for certain people, like Martin Luther King. Like people are just like this was inevitable, right? This was inevitable.
Yeah.
There's someone that was gonna say use the power of Sora 2 to basically say,
I have a dream.
yeah, I have a dream, whilst he's doing like OpenAI had to like disable it straight away.
Yeah.
Because
because,
they just made a deepfake machine that anyone could use.
yeah, massively. I've just seen loads about like the Queen, all sorts of people. Do you know what I mean?
loving
Like,
the Queen.
but
I was loving it. I
say,
thought it was
guys.
brilliant. I was like smashing the share button on that
But
because I thought it was brilliant.
At what point do you start putting the blame on Sora as opposed to the person that's actually creating?
That's a very good
Yeah.
point.
These videos.
So I remember. So there was. Do you remember the time? Like me and Matt, we used to go to these like.
Sounds incriminating.
Yeah, I was waiting for it.
Yeah, we used to go to these like talks in Parliament. Do you remember?
Yeah.
It was like
Inside
before.
Parliament.
This was before COVID, and you know you could go and sit in Parliament, and it was in these rooms, and there was a group of MPs, and they basically knew fuck all. Right, about computers and AI, but why were they there hosting this thing? And I would just ask this question, like, oh, how do you do this? Or what happens in that scenario? Who's to blame? And he had this one MP, right, dumb as fuck, right? And she was just like, this was her answer. I'm not joking, this was her answer. She was just like, I've recently got a new trainee and he's really good at computers. That was her answer. And my question was, if someone, I should have done this the other way around. If someone was to use AI to perform an incriminating financial operation, then who's to blame? And that was the answer that she gave me. Like my trainee knows a lot about computers, and he's really good on the computer. Really good on the computer. Fuck you.
But it's almost.
Do you know what I mean? How the fuck is this person in charge? Sorry.
Yeah. No, I was thinking it's almost like that kind of same scenario where, you know, it's like the people who built Tornado Cash, right? It recently went to court and they got their judgment. And it was almost like, well, we didn't build this platform for money laundering, but it was used for laundering money. So it's like, where do you place the blame? Because it's someone's intention, but you're giving them the vehicle to be able to do it.
Yeah.
So it's similar to like the whole AI thing. You know, you're giving someone the ability to do it, but it's then up to the person to use it for those nefarious reasons. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. So how does that, Mr. X, how does that...
No, for me, I'm just thinking, surely that was the purpose of why crypto was built in the first place. Like, the word cryptocurrency, the first part is crypto, meaning it should be hidden. So, Tornado Cash serves its purpose in terms of...
I always found that argument really weird, though, when people were like, oh, well, you know, people use this currency to pay
Use-
for prostitutes or buy hitmen. And
that's
it's like,
But
literally
use
what
cash for
cash
that
is
as well,
for.
yeah.
It's literally what cash is
It
for.
really annoys me when people say that. They're
They
like,
use it to buy
it's been
drugs.
used-
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was
Okay.
like, well,
What
is
did you
this?
use before?
yeah, weirdly, no one had paid a hitman before.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an odd
Yeah,
one.
wild. Do you know what I mean? And
Because on that basis, then, like, tax evasion in America wouldn't be illegal because, like, the whole point of setting up the states was to not pay tax to the king of England. So it's like,
Good.
Was that
These
what it was?
systems
Was
are
that,
so-
was that what was that the reason behind it?
The Revolutionary
Yeah.
War, yeah.
I didn't know that actually.
No taxation.
I thought they were just pissed.
representation.
Right. Okay.
So they had like nowhere to vote on stuff. They just paid taxes to the UK.
Yeah, I could probably see why. Yeah.
Yeah.
They wanted to. Well, they
I
wanted
think there was
out.
good people on both sides, to quote Donald Trump.
Is
I
AI
don't think there was
currently,
good people
is
there,
there a regulating body for AI?
I don't know if there is.
Is there?
We should create one.
Because surely there has to be some form, because it's getting out of control.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
100%.
surely there has to be some, body out there that is actually putting together some kind of framework around what is and what isn't allowed.
You know what? I don't even know such a thing.
There isn't, and it's
An
kind of
idea has
covered
been
by.
Because it's getting out of control now.
Like, one of the weird things in like working with it is that it's all kind of speculative until the first case lands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So recently there's been one where Disney are suing Midjourney.
Who?
Midjourney,
don't know
it's like an AI image platform.
Ah, okay, yeah.
And they said that they were being really careful about their training data, but then if you go on and you type in like Darth Vader, it makes a picture of Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Mm.
And they're like, well, Darth Vader belongs to us as a
Yeah.
Disney.
It's always
Yeah.
a corporation. It's all well and truly
Yeah,
good
that's it.
until
No
you
one's
start
really
fucking with
protected.
my money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Interesting.
Because it puts the tools that, like, it's so easy to use, like anyone
Yeah,
can make
yeah.
it. Whereas before, if you wanted to make a deep fake, you had to be like fairly talented to make a realistic one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the first week of Sora was like, I mean, I feel like they were kind of funny because it was just Sam Altman like stealing Nvidia stock from shops and stuff. It was like just him doing loads of shit, and it was like, yeah, this is funny because he made the tool, so it's kind of his fault. But yeah, the ethics around making videos of dead people saying stuff is wild. Even if you're not doing racist
Well,
stuff.
Yeah.
If
you
you're just
know-
doing something that's like positive about something. Because you could
Yeah.
run like, we could make a video, well, up until they banned it recently, we could have just had Martin Luther King being like, I have a dream that everyone would listen to the C Word podcast, and it's like, is that funny? Or is that like
Yeah.
putting the words in the mouth of someone who would never say that?
Yeah.
And they kind of have no right to, they've
There's
got
like
no
a-
way to
Yeah.
defend themselves. Cause
There's a
they're
moral
dead.
dilemma here as well.
Yeah,
isn't
like
there?
ethically, you shouldn't be making videos of anyone who's dead
Yeah.
because there's no like course of action.
Yeah.
This case there was, because obviously his family has quite a lot of representation because he was famous. But like, if I was making videos of any of you, like the Amber Foundation's not going to step up and try and say,
Yeah, exactly.
This
I
is
just
when the-
think from a crime perspective,
Yeah.
though, like the whole deep fake side of
Yeah.
things, it's just, how can you tell what's... Sometimes I watch videos and I genuinely do not know
Yeah,
if they're real or
yeah,
fake.
and
Yeah.
they're really getting good at it. Because
Yeah.
with Sora 2, there was another. Don't quote me on this. I have no clue in terms of AI, but there was an AI platform that you can actually get rid of the logos that are on these videos.
Yeah.
So people clearly don't
Right.
know if it's like my grandma wouldn't be able to tell
Yeah.
you this
Yeah.
is legit or not.
Yeah. That's
So,
crazy.
like, it's insane.
But I think the weird thing is like that they banned Martin Luther King videos, not people doing salutes or
I mean, Charlie
saying
Sloth.
fascist things.
Yeah, Charlie Sloth got into it because he did a fire in the booth with Biggie and Tupac, and exact same
Right.
situation as what
Yeah.
you're saying. Yeah.
I think there's going to be some regulation eventually because how far is too far?
Yeah.
Right. Obviously, there's some crackdown now, but what's happening is they're leaving it to the companies to regulate themselves. This is
They
how
always
like
do though.
yeah, because they can't be bothered doing it themselves, right? Then you give the power to the company,
Yeah.
right, of what can be regulated, and that's how they want it.
But
That's
the
how they want
advertising
it.
standards agency is run by advertising agencies.
Yeah, but this is the problem. We within the West, capital sits above democracy. This is the argument that we always have. Like it's not an argument, but
Yeah.
that's why companies are able to regulate
Just
themselves.
yelling at each
We
other.
argue a lot.
Yeah.
So I got a question from someone. Someone's asked, "What's the difference between a hot wallet and a cold wallet?"
Ooh.
Put one in the microwave.
Yeah.
And it's hot. Let it cool down first.
Cold one. There's lemon and herb to make a cold wallet.
Hot wallet, you just put spicy sauce on it.
Hot wallets are spicy
Yeah.
because they can get rinsed straight away. And you
Yeah,
can
you're
just
on the
spend
right-
it really easy. I reckon the easiest way to think about it is like when you have a savings account, an instant access savings account, or you have like a delayed
Long-term ISA.
access. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's like it's in there for 18 years. Or if you release some money from it 3 days later, it's in your bank account. That's like a cold wallet.
Yeah.
And a hot wallet is just like, I could send
your instant
£20,000
access
right now.
account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the PIN number is really easy to get.
Yeah.
Like, I was just talking about do you see the scam where they had like parking apps and people going around parking spaces, putting a QR code sticker over the legit QR
I saw
code
that.
Yeah.
and using it to get people to pay for their parking. It wasn't like stealing their money from their account, but it was just like, oh yeah, you need to send us £5 and park it. Then they would get a parking ticket and be like, but I paid. And then the council would say, well,
I hate the whole QR Like, I'm so skeptical now when I get anything
Yeah.
with a QR
But where's
code
it not
because I
in
just don't
Singapore?
trust it.
Yeah.
I do not trust it because there's so many QR code scams going on.
Yeah.
I just,
I swear
It's
you
not
told
for
me
me.
about one in Singapore. I was like, oh, not Singapore, but like one of the events where someone was going around like sticking QR codes around the event, and if you scanned it, it just drained your wallet instantly.
Yeah,
That's
I
crazy.
can't remember if it was me, but that doesn't surprise me in the slightest. Yeah, because it would be so easy, right? It just
make it
goes
look
straight.
like a Telegram QR code or
Yeah,
something. And
yeah.
say, hey, take my details.
It could
mate.
just go to like an off. It would be like, here's 1.3 USD.
Yeah.
I bet you it would work, and actually you would sign over.
Yeah,
Like
especially if it's in a
you
legit
drain your
event.
wallet.
If you're at a Bitcoin event and it's like sign up for a free Bitcoin while you're here, then
Like
you
there's
scan it.
you quids in, mate. You're gonna rinse that place.
That's the interesting thing, right, about the wallets is if you authorize a transaction, it could be going either way, and you have to authorize it to come in, but it could also be going out.
Yeah,
And you have to be quite careful about which way it's going.
yeah. That's a really interesting safety fact that you just said. You're protecting the
Safety
people.
fact.
You know, protecting the people. So we've come to the final part of this section, which is the bad joke section.
Nice.
Now, Matt, you know some of these already, so please just
Try not to laugh.
Yeah, try not to laugh. I mean, they are hilarious, and they were written by AI. Are you ready, Mr. X? Are you ready?
I'm ready. Always.
I told my wife I invested in cryptocurrency. She said, "That's a bit concerning."
Oh my, that's awful.
That's horrendous. Cut that.
I feel like
That's a straight red card.
I feel like the delivery's got
We're going to
better
lose
though.
viewers.
Yeah.
Has my delivery got better? Has it got a bit better?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, like, you know, hopefully this will just get better. And
Surely this isn't the best AI could produce.
do you know what? It really was. It like
I managed to get some better results.
you
We
got
were
some
sat there.
from
Yeah.
Gemini got some better results.
Yeah. But that was
Um,
like choosing a specific model, and I was as a professional like
Yeah.
prompt engineer.
Yeah. You basically
We
wrote
got,
it.
we got one funny joke out of like 20.
Yeah, no, it's true. And
Kira
then
just
there
got
was-
half.
Yeah, like what we noticed was Gemini was like the best. I
Yeah.
thought writing jokes.
Gemini's funnier.
Then it was Claude, right? Then
Claude's really good at coding though, so
Yeah.
you'd expect it not to be funny.
Yeah.
yeah, but
No
but it
offense.
was. But then like ChatGPT was just dark.
Really?
Yeah, it was just like really depressing
Yeah.
jokes. They weren't even funny. They were just statements.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I
Like
told
just
my wife
really.
I invested in crypto, and she was like, "Kill yourself."
The thing is, he's not even joking. Like they were really just dark. I'll dig one up. Right?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
so we have a look. All right, joke number two. We'll end this on a high if we can. My crypto. Let's start that again. It's this coffee again. It is
Thank you
wired
for
and
that.
wired. My crypto portfolio is like my dating life, full of volatile relationships and a constant disappointment.
I'm not involved in that one.
Yeah. The delivery was good, but I don't think the joke was very good.
Yeah. I mean, we need to get used to this because this is how they all are. So,
I can't believe that's the best that Gemini or any AI system can
well,
produce.
this was from OpenAI, ChatGPT, same thing. But
Oh yeah, so that
you know, so
depressing, yeah.
they're not great. You know, and some of them are from Claude. It's safe to assume that the better ones are just from Claude. So
Fair.
yeah,
There was
there we go.
There was a dating one that was quite funny about red flags and green flags with like trading.
A real joke or from
I think one of the ones in there, it was like you could see that it was almost
right?
make a decent joke.
It was
but
almost
didn't.
funny.
Almost funny.
It
Yeah.
was like it had something where it was like that could have been good.